Over on Disney Plus, we have a new comedy called Malcolm in the Middle. Life's still unfair. And here's a clip.
Yeah, I look different. But hey, everything about me is different. I have a girlfriend. And the best thing in the whole world, my daughter Leah.
Dad, quit it.
My life is fantastic now. All I have to do is stay completely away from my family.
Well, I remember this when it ran first time round. I mean, it was a multi-Emmy winning comedy. I mean, like, it was ridiculous. And anyone that remembers this, it ran for 7 seasons. It was so incredibly popular. And it sort of focused around this family who had 4 sons, and the middle son, they're 4 sons, partly in the middle, sort of in the middle, Malcolm in the middle out of 4, you work that out, was a genius, a child prodigy, really. And that's kind of where we left it. But he was always the awkward one, always one didn't really fit in, embarrassed by his family, etc., etc., etc. Now, when this comes back, he is a middle-aged Malcolm. He is not the Malcolm that we left back in 2006, and we're back to this very dysfunctional middle-class family. These tearaway sons, other than Malcolm. Malcolm's gone to Harvard. Turns out, as we find out in the first episode, he didn't return home. He was just totally embarrassed. And his family, being as wacky as it is, didn't sort of seem to realise that he wasn't around or see it as a problem or anything particularly. He's gone and got a partner. He has a child. He's living his very own best life. So straight away, you're back into the chaos. If you remember Malcolm in the Middle from first time round, you're straight away back into the chaos. And I think it does kind of work. It's a bit of a weird concept coming back when he's this much older, but it just does kind of work. And there's some very weird storylines and weird behaviours from these parents. As I say, if you watch the first lot of episodes, you'll kind of get used to and you'll know what they're like. And he's a successful businessman. He's a charity executive, and he's been shielding, as he sees it, his family, his teenage daughter Leah, from this crazy family for over a decade. But his parents want him to return for their 40th wedding anniversary, and it turns out his wife and child didn't even know that they existed. So then ensues all the getting to know them on the Zoom calls, all the crazy questions they get asked, and how these two worlds collide. It just delivers. It's really quite funny. It's really, really silly. I think if you enjoyed it, the Malcolm in the Middle as it was, I think you'll still enjoy it. It's quite bizarre, but I did have some moments where I did actually laugh out loud, particularly at the parents. There's one scene where she's shaving all of the hair off him, the husband, while he's on a Zoom call. And when I say all of the hair, I'll leave that one there. Okay, Ian, what did you think?
I really liked it, and I laughed a lot, like you. And I don't think I watched Malcolm in the Middle the first time round. I was aware of it, and yeah, Frankie Muniz, who played Malcolm, is now 40, but because I kind of associate him with that role, he still looks so young to me. But yes, I'm a middle child, invisible child, but not a prodigy. 2 words to say about this. Bryan Cranston as the dad. He is absolutely hilarious. The stuff he gets up to in the first episode, especially there's this scene he wants to make all these romantic gestures to his wife for their anniversary. And well, I don't want to give anything away, but it's just very, very funny. And yeah, Muniz is great as Malcolm, who I think a lot of people will relate to this, who thinks, my life is pleasant if I have nothing to do with my family, and that's what he's trying to continue doing. But of course, they're not going to let him. So yeah, I mean, reviving a comedy like this years later is fraught with danger, but it really, really works. And I thought it was, extremely funny.